Hello, everyone. What's going on? Welcome back to Breakpoint Breakdown, day 2 of Wimbledon. And oh my gosh, the chaos continues. The upsets are coming. It is the most amount of upsets we've ever seen, honestly, in Grand Slams. I can't remember the first 2 days of a Grand Slam being like this in a very long time. The seeds are just flying out all over the place.
It's awful, yeah.
Yeah, I have some stats right here. It's the most losses by top 10 seeds in the first round. That is men and women. 8 losses. It's an open era record. 20, 23 seeds in total, which ties a record. And we still have one seed. That's Nakashima. He's 28 on the men's side. His match got suspended due to light, but he's leading Boo right now, 2-1. So he's going to come back tomorrow. If he loses, it'll be a record. If he wins, it'll tie the record, as I mentioned. But yeah, man, it's just been chaos for the seeds.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing. It just goes to show you how weak the top 10 is nowadays, in my opinion. But we'll get into that soon.
Yeah, I think grass also plays a factor. Just the fact
Oh
that
yeah,
players don't play on grass at all.
yeah.
All right, let's get into some of the action. Let's start with the matches that were holdovers from yesterday, starting with Taylor Fritz. He did come through against
6-4.
Pesci Pericard in the fifth set after the suspension. They held until the ninth game. Fritz broke at love to break Pericard 6-4. Fritz is through, and I think we both said yesterday that we no matter what, even if they had finished it yesterday, Fritz was always going to have the momentum.
Yeah, for sure.
And Fritz even said that even if they finished yesterday or today, he always felt like he was going to have the momentum. And his section has opened up as well. His just pretty good.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, he can't keep on doing that for the whole tournament, though. I feel like for his fitness specifically, he can't keep going into 5-set matches like that.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty tough opponent up next. He's got a basically similar guy to Pericard. He's got another 6'8" big serving man in Diallo. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end. But yeah, that's a tough one for him. So it's not going to get any easier. I did say his draw opened up, but that's for the later rounds. So if he does get through Diallo, because of all the other seeds just flying out, he's got a pretty good chance actually to make the semifinals if he can get through some of these earlier rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that anything more to add for Fritz?
Not really. I mean, seeing him make a semi would be good because I feel like Wimbledon is definitely his best chance to win a slam. I mean, yeah, seeing him in a semi would be pretty sick, to be honest.
All right. Fritz through the other holdover from yesterday was Sasha Zverev. He came back from the suspension, but he lost to Arthur Rinderknecht. I mentioned yesterday in the first set when they played yesterday, Zverev had all the chances to break. He couldn't get it done. They went to the tiebreak. Rinderknecht won. And I think most people thought after Zverev won that second set and saving those set points, maybe Rinderknecht would have lost it mentally. But no, he didn't. He came out on fire. I think he broke pretty early when they came back out today. He won the third set 6-3. And then Zverev bounced back in the fourth to win the tiebreak, but it wasn't enough. Rinderknecht just too good. I think he just got married recently and he's been playing insanely well since then. So I guess that added a new spark to him now, I guess. But yeah, Rinderknecht wins. Another upset.
Yeah, I mean, for Zverev, I mean, we saw the post-game press conference too. I mean, he's just talking about his mental health. I mean, we've seen it with Tsitsipas too, like you said, with his retirement. I mean, all these 90s players are going through like these relapses in their mental health, injuries, and all that. I mean, it's kind of sad to see, especially with Zverev too, because I mean, I feel like he has a chance to win a slam out of most of them, especially nowadays with Tsitsipas, Rublev, and Medvedev all kind of falling off. But I mean, yeah, like Zverev's never been good on grass. I hope he gets it. I hope he gets back in form for the hard court season because I would want to see him win a slam eventually. But I mean, as of now, it's not a feasible option for him. I mean, his mentality is just down the drain. He's been a mental midget forever. So
yeah. You mentioned the comments. I have them right here, so I'm going to read them out. He said, "I've never felt this empty before, just lacking joy, even outside of tennis as well." He was asked if he'd consider therapy, and he actually said, "Maybe for the first time, I'll probably need it in my life." He said, I've been through a lot of difficulties in the media. I've been through a lot of difficulties in life generally. Even when I'm winning, like in Stuttgart or Halle, it's not necessarily like a feeling that I used to get where I was happy over the moon. I felt motivated to keep going. It's just not there right now for me, which again is the first time in my life which I'm feeling. I don't think tennis is the problem right now for me. It's something else I have to find within me at the moment. It's difficult for me to tell you because I don't have the answers right now. That's concerning.
Yeah, that's really concerning. It's more of an internal problem. I mean, I hope he gets better for tennis in general and for himself as well. But I mean, yeah, as of now, it's a really bad situation.
Yeah, I think he should just kind of like Tsitsipas, but he's more injury related. But I think Zverev needs to take a break too, to be
He should
honest.
take a break. Yeah, he should for sure.
Going back to his game though, why do you think he's just not good on the grass? Because overall, when you think about it, he's a big serving guy. You would think his game would translate well to the grass, but why do you think he struggles so much on the grass?
And I mean, it's negative confidence in his forehand for one. I mean, his forehand, everybody knows it's more conservative, more of like service box type of depth. I mean, when you hit service box depth on grass, I mean, you're bound to get pounded through, especially on his backhand too. It's more consistent. It's not really a weapon. It's more of he's like Menchik, like you said. He's literally a better version of Menchik with the serve and the backhand. I mean, you can have a consistent backhand all you want, but if somebody's continuously pounding your forehand, which is your weaker side on grass, you can't do anything against it. Which is why I think he loses a lot on grass as well. If he had one singular aggressive shot outside of his serve, or if he had a decent net game, he could easily go far in Wimbledon. But he just can't do it because his game style doesn't suit the court, and he can't move efficiently either.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I just think he's not aggressive enough. As soon as he hits his
Uh,
serve, he likes to back up and just a hit from like 5, 6 feet behind the baseline. That's kind of been
uh,
his game.
yeah, it's not a feasible option. You have players like Alcaraz and Sinner who can hit through him. Yeah.
Yeah. Going more broader now, with Medvedev and Tsitsipas losing yesterday, the 90s generation, their struggles, you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but their struggles are just continuing. Taylor Fritz, he's still in there. Rublev is still in there as well. Rublev's still not yet to make a major semi still. So they're still just struggling. Do you think they can ever win a slam again?
I think their best chance as of right now with the trajectory of each player, Fritz is their best chance at Wimbledon or the U.S. Open. Because with Wimbledon, Fritz can just serve plus one and blast forehands the whole match,
Yeah.
and eventually make a final and win. And at Wimbledon, at the U.S. Open, he can just play the crowd. I mean, I think Tiafoe has maybe even a chance at winning the U.S. Open as well. But yeah, I mean, for Fritz, man, it's just like it's a matter of reaching getting slightly better footwork for Wimbledon because Wimbledon you have to have crazy footwork to play the way he plays. He takes everything on the rise like that. And then for me, I don't see Rublev or any of these guys getting out of the spot they're in right now. And if they do, it will be a crazy comeback story. I mean, if Zverev or Medvedev can get out of these spots, then that would be great. But I just don't see it happening as an option. I think Fritz is their best chance, and it's kind of a far cry.
Yeah. By the way, going back to something you said earlier in that sentiment, you mentioned Tiafo actually. I actually think Tiafo at Wimbledon, with the way he plays, especially on that backhand, it's a very short stroke. And if you remember last year, he came the closest to beating Alcaraz. He was up 2 sets to 1 on Alcaraz last year at Wimbledon. So he could play him again also in the quarters here. So I'm kind of interested in seeing that matchup.
Yeah, for sure. It would be interesting to see Tiafoe in a quarterfinal against Alcaraz. Definitely. I don't mind seeing him win. I like seeing him win as a person. Yeah, I think he's a cool guy.
Yeah. Um, so with all these upsets that we're seeing, because Zverev lost and Medvedev lost, Popperin as well, there's a section that's opened up. Chase, I'm gonna read you a name of these guys that are gonna make the quarters. It's very random. Are you ready for this list?
Yeah.
One of these guys will make the quarters. Borges, Harris, Machizuki, Hachinov, Machazak, Quinn, Garin, or Rinder Knecht. One of those guys is making the quarters.
I have Hachinov. If I don't think he'll fall liable to the whole upset spree that's going. I feel like he's still gonna stay consistent like he's done for the past 5 years. I hope he makes the quarterfinals. That would be sick. Yeah,
Yeah, I have Hachinov too. He's not very upset prone in these majors. We'll see if he's been looking at the results and maybe it gets in his mind. I don't think it will. Yeah, I do like Hachinov too. He's kind of the guy that really stands out there out of all those names I mentioned.
for sure. Yeah.
And then one more thing. One of these four guys is going to make the round of 16. Ferry, Darderi, Thompson, or Bonzi. One of those guys is making the round of 16.
Thompson or Bonzi sounds the best out of those guys. I've seen Thompson put up some good matches and Bonzi as well. When Bonzi beat Medvedev, the momentum he's going to get is pretty high. So
Yeah. Alrighty. I mean, this tournament's becoming very random until
yeah,
we probably get through to maybe the quarters of the semis.
yeah,
All right, let's go over some other results. We had Kecmanovic beating Mickelson, who was seeded 30 in a fifth set tiebreak. Tough loss for Mickelson. He's
yeah.
actually lost back-to-back years now at Wimbledon in a fifth set tiebreak.
That that's really heartbreaking. Damn.
Yeah, tough for the American, but he should hopefully he'll bounce back. Tommy Paul though, he was a seed. He cruised against a Monday, the wild card in straight. So
I mean,
nice to see
yeah,
Paul win.
yeah. Paul's forehand, especially his movement, favor grass a lot. So I could see him making it some pretty strong moves on the season for sure.
Yeah. I'm interested to see because he's supposed to play center in the round of 16. So I'd be interested to see that matchup.
For sure.
A player that plays very similar to Tommy Paul, who's seeded 11 here, De Minaur. Straight sets win against Carballés Baena. So good win for De Minaur there. He made the quarters last year. He had that heartbreaker actually when he played Feast and he got injured on match point and then he had to pull out of the quarters. That was really devastating for the
That's so
Demon.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, him and Paul are kind of two speedsters. I could see that. I could see them making a couple plays on grass, making quarters, and maybe semis if they really play out of their mind. Not for Demon or though. He's supposed to play Novak. There's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way.
De Minaur has Djokovic in the round of 16. And he was supposed to play Djokovic in the quarters last year. So it'd kind of be some poetic justice, honestly, for De Minaur to get to play Novak after that heartbreak last year.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, with Paul as well. I mean, I don't see him making it crazy far, but they could definitely make it like decently into the tournament with their speed. Yeah.
All right. All right. Big upset here. Basilashvili upsets Musetti in 4 sets. And Basilashvili is a guy coming back. He was a real factor in like 2021. He made the final of Indian Wells in 2021. I think he was ranked like 29, made the finals. It was a very random tournament back then, but he was very good back then. He fell off. I can tell you the most likely reason he fell off is because he's just a plain ball basher. He hits with spin, but he's just a ball basher. But he's
Yeah.
coming back now. And I think it's pretty clear Musetti's Roland Garros injury was still a factor. I don't think he had recovered yet.
Yeah. For Musetti, that's gonna be super detrimental to his rank too, compared to last year when he made the semis. I mean, that's
Yeah.
really bad for him. I mean, I hope he can get his points back and get back to what he used to be back in the clay season. I hope he can get back to that level because it's fun to watch his gameplay when he's at his highest level for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why Musetti played this tournament, honestly, is because he made the semis last year and he knew he
Yeah.
had points to defend. I don't think he would have played. If he had lost maybe third round last year, I don't think he would have played.
Honestly, probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a quote right here from him. He said, "I arrived at the tournament in a very tight situation and I didn't feel good at all. Neither with my tennis nor physically. I lacked the necessary energy to play a match like this. I couldn't move properly. It was as if I had never played on grass before. The truth is that my performance was terrible."
Wow.
Yeah.
At least he acknowledged it. I mean,
Yeah, tough for Musetti. And you mentioned hopefully he can get back to his level. The unfortunate thing for Musetti now is that he has to spend 9 months on hard courts, and we've talked about this before. Hard courts just do not suit his game at all.
yeah, they don't. I mean, the best chance he has is probably BNP because of the slower courts. But even then, I mean, it's going to be a while till we get there. I mean, he's only going to be successful on slow, fast court, slow, hard court. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I mean, we'll see where he goes with the hard court season because he could adjust as well. You never know.
Yeah, I think the upcoming months, I think Musetti will have his best results on the hard courts in the next few months. If he's healthy, if he can get back, I think he'll have his best results on the hard courts.
For sure, for sure.
All right, let's continue with some of these upsets. Denis Shapovalov, seeded 27th here. He lost in fourth sets. And I'm going to tell you this. This is a new low for Shapovalov because guess what? Navone is a clay quarter. And how about this? Navone had one grass win prior to this, which was a retirement.
Oh my god,
I mean,
uh,
that's
that's
just
that's
bad for Shapo.
that's really shit for Chapo, man. Just seeing that dude, like that makes me like seeing him as a player lose to Navone on grass is just really embarrassing, to be honest. Like, I mean, you
Yeah.
can't really. That just shows that his level isn't where it used to be, especially after the injury and everything else. I mean, when he won Dallas in that like top 10 run, that was insane. But after that, this guy just falls off the face of the earth and losing to Clay Merchants on grass. I mean, what are we doing? Like, he can't make this up. But yeah, I mean, there goes our draw entirely.
Yeah. So now Navone plays Martinez, who's another clay quarter. And the winner of that is probably going to play Sinner in the third round. So Sinner has a really easy draw now.
Yeah, sinners draws a cakewalk. Wow.
Yeah. All right. All right. Some not surprising results. Actually, this is pretty surprising. Mahach, 21st seed. He won in straight sets against Zhumer. No retirement for Mahach.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I
Great
mean,
for Mahach. He's not retiring. We love that.
maybe that.
Kaboli, 22nd seed. He beat Zukayev in straights.
Yeah.
Chilich and Opelka, they both won their respective matches. Both big servers. Good for them. Dimitrov, he beat Nishioka 2-3 and 4. He's been injured recently there, so no retirement
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
coming
That's
back.
good.
Yeah,
That's good for him.
for sure.
Ben Shelton, he seeded 10 year. He beat Bolt 4-6 and 6. It was a close straight sets match, but
Very
he
close.
got through
Yeah.
against a fellow lefty. So good win for him. Menchik, we mentioned him earlier in the show. He came through in 4 against Gaston. He had a bit of a hiccup in the second set, but he came through. All right, let's get to another upset. Jaume Munar takes out Sasha Bublik, who is the 20th seed here, in 5 sets. And Bublik came into this with probably his best form ever, quarterfinals of RG. He won Halle, he beat Sinner and Medvedev. He was in the form of his life, and that's all gone now.
Yeah, I mean that's really upsetting for me, especially because I was hoping you would make just like a kind of a dark horse run for a little while in the tournament.
Yeah, we both had him in the quarters too, I think.
Yeah, I mean it just goes to show you that like it's just showmen like him, like your time is eventually going to be over if you're just going crazy. Like same thing with Chapo. He had his time in Dallas. Now it's out the window. Same with Bublik. I mean we're probably going to see him fall off again, unfortunately. But it was a good run. It was a good run while it lasted for sure. But yeah, there goes our draw again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's draw is messed up though after this. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
predict all these upsets. Draper's got a really nice road. Now I
Draper
can
has
tell
a
you that.
very very nice road now.
But how about this? Bublik, he served for the match 2 in the fourth set at 5-4. He had a chance. He just couldn't close out Munar.
That's bad.
Yeah. And I think we said it in our previews. We said Bublik could get upset here against Munar.
Mm-hmm.
Munar is not easy, especially this year. He almost beat Alcaraz in Queens.
Almost back on the Queens. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes another seed. We mentioned it's a nice draw for Draper. Now let's get to Draper. He was impressive today against Baez. He won the first 2 sets 2-2, and then Baez retired at 2-1 in the third. It was a right knee injury for Baez. I think he slipped in the first set, so that wasn't great. But Draper was very, very good, and he's got Chilich next, and he should make the quarters. Menchik is still there in the fourth round, but he has a nice draw now.
Yeah, I mean it's good for Draper for a draw for him to open up as well. I mean I could see him beating Chilich pretty strongly as well, considering his backhand. I feel like he'll take backhand and forehand a lot in that route in that whole match versus Chilich. But yeah, I mean it's a good start for Draper. Good to see him. I mean he kind of beat Baez. We thought he would beat Baez, but yeah, I mean it's good for him, especially his draw opening up too with Bublik. I mean that's does levels for him. So yeah, I can't wait to see him make it far in Wimbledon for sure.
Yeah. We love that for Draper. Let's get to the world number one who absolutely cruised today against Nardi 4-3-0. And get this now. Sinner against fellow Italians is 15-0.
My God.
Yeah. So in a moment
Um,
of chaos and upsets, Sinner maintains
Still,
his consistency.
yeah, it's a testament to his consistency, dude. This guy does not drop sets against players that are lower than him. He just doesn't do it. It's insane. Still insane to me. We're probably gonna see another run where he just wins in straights against everybody until the final. He makes the final at
Yeah,
this point.
we could
Yeah,
probably see that. And
yeah,
I think now that all the first round matches are completed, I know Nagashima's not done, but basically all the first round matches are now done. I think Sinner has probably out of the contenders looked the best.
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Maybe Draper, but I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. They look good. A couple more. Let's get to the 38-year-olds. First, Monfils against 18 seeded Humbert. Humbert was pretty dangerous coming in. all French affair. It was 5 sets. And we knew this match was going 5 sets. When the draw came out, we saw all French affair. This match is going 5 sets. It finished right before the daylight went out too at like 9 p.m. And man, 38-year-old Monfils still moves incredibly well.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a testament to his fitness as well. But I mean, eventually he's too old to do this consistently. I think he's gonna lose probably a second or third, but it was a good show for sure.
Yeah. I mean, his fitness level to beat a player of the caliber of Ugo Humbert in 5 sets,
It's
it's
insane.
just a testament to his
Oh yeah,
fitness levels. Incredible for Monfils.
for sure.
And it's just been a thing this year that Monfils at every major plays a 5 set match. He went 5 sets at the Australian Open against Perricard. They played a 5 setter. Then he played a 5 setter against Delian in the first round of the French, and now he's playing a first round here. So a 5 setter here. So he just plays 5 setters.
Yeah, I mean, he's a five set guy. He's a guy for the people, showman. I mean, yeah, I'll have to have one of those guys in the slams for sure.
All right, Monfils is through. Let's finish off with the last result of the day. He's a contender here. He's also 38. Novak Djokovic, he's seeded sixth here. He overcame Muller and a bit of a health scare as well in fourth sets. And he's going to take on Dan Evans next. There's going to be the British crowd. That'll may be a factor. But I did see a little bit of this one. Djokovic in the first set was ultra dominant, especially with the serve. He won at 6-1, very easy. Second set, though, this is a bad start for Djokovic. 0 for 11 on break points.
Wow.
Yeah, he had break points, and I feel like it was every Muller service game. And it was kind of like that Zverev first set that I talked about yesterday with Rinderknecht. Novak was the better player. Muller held on. They got to a tiebreak. And it seemed like Novak was kind of nervous, to be honest, in the tiebreak. And Muller won at 9-7.
It's crazy. Novak being nervous in a tiebreak isn't something I would hear about.
Yeah.
Uh,
But anyway, after that, third set at 1-2, Novak was about to serve, and he took a medical timeout, and he took some salt tablets. He seemed like he was struggling with something in the stomach area, something stomach related. Not quite sure what it was. He obviously wasn't going to give it away.
oh,
But yeah, he recovered from that. He came through the last 2 sets 2-2. He was very dominant on his serve. He won 82% of his first serve points.
wow.
Yeah, so very good on the serve. That's what he's going to need to do, especially if he makes the semis and plays a sinner. He's going to need that.
Oh yeah. Spot serving, yeah.
But yeah, hit his forehand very well. The ones that he's going to want to improve on is the break points. He was 7 for 27 total.
For a returner like him, that's terrible.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to improve that. But yeah, anything else to add for Novak?
Um, Not really. I mean, yeah, for the return game, I mean, he's getting older. His reactions aren't there, but with the level that he's been returning, he should be getting more than that for sure.
Alrighty, Novak into the second round. Those are all the results that we had for today. Crazy day, a lot of upsets. But
Yeah.
let's look ahead to tomorrow. Now that we've had some upsets, there's not that many crazy matches, but there's still some good players playing. I'll name some of them off. We got Khachanov tomorrow. We have Rublev, David Fekina. We have Lehechka. We have Alcaraz playing Tarvet, the college guy from USD. Interested to see that. We got Jari playing Tien. What do you think is going to happen in that match? Jari versus Tien.
Jari Tien. I feel like Jari can serve ball his way through that match against Tien because Tien just plays rally ball. He he can't rip the ball like that. I feel like Jari could probably win that match.
Okay, I'm gonna take Tien.
Okay.
Yeah. We got Felix, FAA taking on Struve. What do you think happens in that one?
I don't know, to be honest. I'll let fate decide for that match.
I'm okay. I'm taking the upset. I think Struve is gonna win in 5.
I can see that.
Yeah.
With FAA slams, I can see that, yeah.
All right, this is a 50-50 match we got here. It's on court 1. Nori Tiafo.
With Tiafoe's confidence from round one, I mean, I could see him beating Nori, but I can also see it going both ways with the way Nori played in that first round as well. I'm gonna take Tiafoe because I'm American. I just want to see an American win.
Yeah, it's really, this one's pretty tough. I honestly don't know who to pick. I guess I'm just gonna try to defer from you, so I'll take Nori, but it could
Okay.
go either way.
It could go either way for sure. 50.
And then we mentioned earlier Taylor Fritz, he has to take on Diallo now, and Diallo's a similar player to Pesci Pericard. I think Diallo's better off the ground though
He
than
is better off his
Pericard.
own.
And
Yeah.
Fritz won 2 tournaments coming into this tournament. Diallo won a warm-up tournament on grass coming in too. He's a factor on the grass. This is no joke. This could be an upset too.
Oh yeah, it could easily be an upset. Yeah. I mean, Diallo's upset a bunch of people like Dimitrov and all that. So I mean, we'll see what happens with Diallo and Fritz. It'll definitely be a serve bomb match. It'll be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And then this match, I'm pretty excited for. Fonseca takes on Brooksby.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have Fonseca 'cause the momentum shift from him, especially because he's Brazilian. If the crowd plays any part in that, they're going to
Oh,
get
yes.
loud. Yeah, they're going to get loud, and I want to see Fonseca smack some forehand. So yeah, I want him to win that match.
Yeah. I would like Fonseca to win too, but I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be a close match. I think it could be 5 sets, honestly.
It could be five. Yeah.
Fonseca in five. Maybe Brooksby wins. I don't know. I'll take Fonseca though. But is there anything to add before we get out of here?
Not really. Just thank you all for supporting us continuously. Again, we really appreciate you guys' support. Our handle on all our platforms is Breakpoint Breakdown One, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Whenever you're watching this on, we really appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll come at you with more quality episodes in the future.